something ain't right here. How's it going, beautiful people? Jack here with another video representing Flex Mona Lisa. It's been a moment since I've gone through a wild goose chase for some delightful cringe. The best kind of cringe on Reddit, and this time around I decided that I will be checking out some of the posts that we can all equally laugh at, the kind that make you say ain't no way you can possibly be this stupid. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today on r/FacePalm, so let's get into it. Well, given that we are in the Pride month, this is rather topical. The transvestigation trying to prove that Henry Cavill is not a guy. What? Hashtag Henry Cavill's eyes show Henry Cavill's not a guy. No matter how much work they get done, they can't change the energy coming out of the eye. The window to the soul. I'll post more pics in the comments. Really? Really? This handsome gentleman, the man whom the God Emperor of mankind himself has ordained to be ruler over all nerds. He is... What? Maybe it could simply be that he exudes so much positive male energy that even us fellas will like to quote. No, but this is seriously ridiculous. He's just an handsome man. Deal with it. Ooh, science stuff. This ought to be interesting. Dad rages after daughter's private school claimed that dinosaurs didn't exist. A dad has been left outraged after discovering that his daughter's school has been trying to brainwash her into believing evolution isn't real and the world is only around 6,000 years old. Yikes. I'ma say this, I find it quite baffling that still in the year of 2023 we are experiencing people who have this dissonance on science, and judging from the 6,000 years old narrative and the denial of evolution, I'm going to presume that these are some New Earth Christians, or not wanting to lump Christian as a whole in here, because there are Christians who believe that the earth is longer, but let's not get into that. My point is that as an ex-Bible teacher myself, yes, I was there, and involved in some other shady religious stuff, I know that people who are against evolution will be reading books like, we're gonna say the King James Version, because that's what they always say is the only right one, and reading through all the books of Moses, perhaps not Genesis and Exodus, those are absolutely insane too, but the rest of them, and see the word unicorn being used all the time, all the way even to the prophetic books by the end of the Bible, Isaiah, Daniel, so on, and be like, that seems kind of fine. Yeah, the Bible mentions unicorns a lot. Occasionally, they would change it from a one-horned horse into a goat with a horn between his eyes. It's very weird. Just teach kids about reality, please. Alright, dinosaurs never seriously? These are back-to-back. I'm not making this up, guys. This is a post from 15 days ago.
Dinosaurs never existed. So you've got these bones, you've got these fossils, supposedly. And they supposedly date back millions of years. And then I think it's a bunch of nerds constructing this fantasy world that they think is awesome. Like, how do you know what the skin of a pterodactyl looked like? How do you know what it sounded like?
Okay, we need to do a little bit of deconstruction here. Now, I'm not a biologist, so I cannot speak about the reconstruction of the skin of a dino, but I can definitely tell you about the age with my physics degree. And it's very simple. Think of your basic element, right? How do you numerate these? Well, it is done by the proton numbers, because you go from the simplest one, hydrogen, all the way down to, I want to say, let me see, jubileum, nobelium, that's what it's called. I have a system of trying to remember those. What's her name? Laurentium, Jennifer Lawrence. You need to find your ways to figure out how your brain remembers things. Anyways, the proton decides that classification, the electrons give it the charge, and the neutrons are the ones that decide the stability of the atom, whether it is stable or unstable. Now, in our case here, we'll be dealing with carbon, because there is a method that helps us date the organic material of these things that is called carbon dating. based on carbon. Now, carbon has 6 protons and will usually be found in in nature in the form of carbon-12 because it has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. Now, that one is so very stable that it's going to last for billions of years. Yes, I did say billions because we go so far back and the universe is very, very old. While on the other hand, important for us in this example is carbon-14, which has 8 instead of 6 neutrons, which makes it very unstable. So in order to fix this instability, it's going to, at a random rate, change one of its neutrons into a proton through a process that is called beta decay. And if that as much as rings a little bit of a bell in your head, that is radioactivity. And it gives us a certain half-life, how much this process is going to take, how long it spans. And through this energy expenditure, we can determine how far and how long an object and organic materials has been around. So it's just science. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it is not true. And the best part is that you can go and conduct the experiments yourself and witness that with your own eyes.
Another one.
Harvard and Yale scientists are proposing that we tackle climate change by dimming the sun. It sounds crazy, but according to their research, it could actually cut the rate of global warming in half. Jesus Christ. I don't know if this article is actually real. This could be like a troll, but what? Lol, we'll fight the sun before we take on capitalism. True. I would like to perhaps give a little bit of a proposition with the use of a certain word, which is that of the word fury, because it seems to be like a big issue sometimes when it comes to explaining scientific stuff. As an example, in common speech, we use the word theory kind of loosely. Like, I have a theory that in this room, my keys can be found somewhere. And I know that on my right shoulder above that, back behind me, I usually place my keys. And lo and behold, they are there. So it's like I have an idea about it. But when we talk about science, right? Scientific explanations. A theory is about the highest level that you can elevate an idea. Like, I would describe a theory as being a functional explanation of observed phenomena that is backed by all of the best evidence that we have. So if we're talking about gravitational theory, if we're talking about the cells in your body, climate change, a plethora amount of things that I could keep on naming. Those are scientific theory because they've been tested rigorously again and again, and until they've been falsified by a wide consensus, do we go ahead and say that, okay, we revise the theory and we make it more rigorous. So that's how it is. A theory in science can basically be replaced by the word true. And with that explanation, back to the fun. Fiery demonstration. Oh no. Oh God. Why did he do that? And the dude at the end just smiling it away. Thinking you're the victim when you film yourself and your friends breaking into people's homes. Oh, this is the guy. I included him in my latest review. An absolutely despicable human being. TikToker who has entered strangers' homes, defends videos amidst calls for his arrest. I'm a black male doing these things, and that's why there's such an uproar on the internet. No, it's not. You can't use the race card to defend yourself here. The outrage is well justified, beyond a doubt. Now, there may be individuals who get a kick from seeing minorities or more melanated people acting a fool. Definitely. There's no disputing that. But I think that everybody does agree that this guy is a bloody asshole. Oh, and it goes further. TikToker prankster Missy, that's his name? I didn't even know that. Interferes with controls of train. Yikes. Teen faces new charges as footage emerges of him entering a driver's cab on a carriage in East London after breaching a court-ordered social media ban imposed for barging into people's homes. He's just the worst. GTA in real life. Does he not know that Grand Theft Auto is a criminal offense? Is he that daft? It's a literal crime. Buddy, you should be in jail.
Right to jail, right away.
YouTuber is facing 20 years in prison after deliberately crashing a plane for views. Why would you do that? I mean, he has GoPros trapped everywhere. Why? Why? I don't understand. One thing is to crash the plane and then record it and upload it on the internet. I failed to compute what I just watched. Oh, thankfully there is a Redditor here who has an explanation. YouTube pilot Trevor Jacob pleaded guilty to the felony charge after deliberately destroying the wreckage of a plane. Wait, he went so far as to destroy the damn thing. Idiot. After deliberately destroying the wreckage of a plane he intentionally crashed, the pilot purposefully downed the plane in Santa Barbara County on November 24th of 2021. Okay, that's a rather old story, which he detailed in a YouTube video cleverly titled, "I crashed my airplane." The thing that people are going to put themselves through just for the sake of views, it's... And now you're facing 20 years in jail. Wonderful, great job. This is beyond the FacePalm. This is a universal one, just like the guy breaking into people's homes. You deserve it.
What?
You have some explaining.
No.
Why do you have a left and right tampons?
Oh my god.
Why was just one?
No.
Is there supposed to be the middle? What? Don't understand. Doesn't make sense.
Regular and light.
This one's light. This one's regular.
Man, we are simple human beings. Yeah, I was pranked like this once. It gave her a good chuckle. Biden is a disgrace to humankind, an embarrassment to human race in every respect. Holy shit, Stephen King. Yeah, but he's got a real job, not a podcast. Yeah, right. Millions of listeners a day on a podcast while you're watching porn in your mama's basement, yearning for the day that people actually give a shit about your dumbass. Nice comeback, dipshit. Get a job, loser. Oh, this is glorious. Oh man, how awesome. Telling Stephen King to go and get himself a job. Dude, I don't care if this is insulting, this is really funny. Yeah, Stephen King should go and get himself a job while he's sitting in his mama's basement, drying his walls with dollar bills and blacklight, trying to get all of the cum off the walls. Oh, I just implanted the worst image in my head. I'm sorry about that. From a Lauren Spicer. Jesus Christ never introduced himself using pronouns. John 18:6. Jesus said, "I am he." I can use you even one better. When his dad showed up in, I will say, Matthew 13. No, 13, that's prophecies. Either Matthew 3 or 23 verse 17. "This is my son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased." Him. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna decide the pronouns nor the gender of Jesus. He could dine with prostitute, wash man's feet, and curse a fig tree for no goddamn reason and still make it to heaven. Yeah, now all that I'm imagining is Jesus kind of trying to justify what happened to his disciples when Judas gave him a kiss. Yeah, that dude, Judas, kissed me on the cheek. Been acting kind of sus lately. Oh, fellas, this is good. Is it gay for a man to tell another man good morning? What kind of levels have been reached right now? I am interested. I am a 23-year-old male. My dad and I were out on the laundromat, and as we were leaving, another man walks in. I make eye contact with him, and I say, "Good morning." He replies, "Y'all fellas alright?" When we walked out, my father tells me, "Don't ever say good morning to a man around your age. Guys will think that you're a little sweet. You understand me? Next time you say, 'What's up?' or 'What's going on?' to women is fine, but not a man. When you are out on the street, don't say that." I literally don't know why my version of the dad is sounding progressively like Prince Vegeta, but what do you mean? He's 23. It's good morning. It's good morning. How insecure do you have to be of your masculinity to have to say something like that? I don't understand this at all. When is it ever gay or wrong for a man to say good morning to another man? I say good morning to every male and female at work all the time and have no issues. I don't think I did anything wrong. I think my dad is being absurd. Is it gay for a man to tell another man good morning? Oh, it's the gays. The gays and their agenda. They are out here to take our month. They are out here to take our flags. They are out here befriending our women and making sure that they don't get ridiculed for taking fruity drinks at the bar with the boys. Hey, John, what the fuck? What? It's just a drink. Oh, it's fucking ridiculous, man. Oh, you can't have a father like this. That's just stupid. Also, the term sweet, I think I'm not always too well versed with my American lingo. I suppose that is a reference to like being gay, right? Because I remember a song by rapper Common. He made a song called Sweet about Drake.
Finally, a follow-up to the TikTok where I said 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut.
I got so excited when I saw this because
It's
I
used
thought
there,
the follow-up
right?
was going to be. I have since learned that serotonin that's produced in the gut is used right there in the gut to regulate intestinal movement
Yeah.
because it does not cross the blood-brain barrier.
And that's like most processes, for the most part, that are produced close to a given organ gets used by that organ.
And it serves multiple functions in our body. But I guess not. Max, we talked about this, didn't we? You shouldn't say according to science when it isn't. And you shouldn't say studies show when there are no studies. Некрасиво обманывать, Max.
Oh.
Hey, did you know that we store trauma, we store anxiety, we store emotions in our hips?
Hips? Hips? Is that supposed
Hippocampus?
to be short for hippocampus? Because it
What
can't
the
be short for amygdala, right?
God damn, could you imagine if trauma was stored in the hips? Anxiety in the hips. Everybody will be dancing salsa all day. Bro, I am so depressed. I have no control over my life right now and everything sucks. My life is going under. But I mastered the tango last night, so it's great.
Hey, remember when Obama was in office and he wanted to pass the Affordable Health Care Act?
Right.
And Republicans were like, no, because, socialism. And so they were doing anything they
Obama.
could to block him or undermine him. Well, some, on the state level especially, decided to get extra petty with it, even going so far as adding amendments to their state constitution that would directly undermine the Affordable Health Care Act. Because, take that, Obama. One case in point would be Wyoming, who added, each competent adult shall have the right to make his or her own health care decisions. That
Fair
way,
if you want to
big
go that
government
way.
can't come in and tell them this is what you're going to do with your health care. Fast forward 2023, Republican-run Wyoming decides to implement an abortion ban. And then a judge says, sorry, you can't do that.
Damn.
Wyoming says who? And the judge says,
you, damn it.
Says you. With your amendment to the state constitution, you said you can't tell people how to make their healthcare decisions.
Dum-dum. Thanks, Obama. It's your goddamn fault.
Woo! Out here owning them libs.
Yeah, you fucking liberal wanting to introduce communism and socialism to our thing. Man, ain't that the thing that Hitler was following? Socialism? Except the fact that the first people that he killed were socialists. Like, no kidding here. I feel very bad for many Americans. And I'm not saying that the healthcare system that, for example, we have here in Scandinavia is the best in the world. It's definitely close, but we still have our own issues. Like, it's literally first world problem. Like, we have to wait a lot to get our treatment, but we pay them through taxes. So for the most of the time, it's free, but we don't have to think about getting on an ambulance and feeling like, oh, I'm about to die. 3 California men arrested for illegal sales of avocados totaling more than 300K. What? No shot. That's like people getting murdered And you're out there arresting fucking avocado dealers? I guess that the billionaires back in 2017 were right. There was like a huge freaking drama about how... Let me pull the article actually. Here we go, from the Bloody Guardians actually. Millionaires tell millennials, if you want a house, stop buying avocado toast. The avocado toast business, so I guess they had a point. Jenna Ortega, since smoking a cigarette, has fan in an uproar. She's literally a 20-year-old teenager. Isn't it illegal for teens to smoke? Bruh, do you understand words? 20-year-old, 19, 20. Is it hard? I kind of feel like people are going to be pushing the boundaries further on, like 30-year-old teenager out there doing weed, what the fuck?
That there is no
Closeted
insert.
conservative.
There's nothing on it. So,
Dude, you don't have to do that. Just go home. Don't shop there.
it's disgusting. That's devil worship. That's devil worship.
Okay.
Ethan, come on, it can't be that disgusting, at least not whenever you've been saying stuff like this.
Oh.
Or stuff like this. Right?
Oh, the receipts. Thanks, man. I don't mind. I wanna lay on my up on the on me, as we French. Damn, out here with the receipts and everything.
Here, I just let you pause and read. Look, I know a lot of people say that the ones who are most homophobic are always the ones that are the deepest in the closet. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't fully endorse that message. That mentality shifts the blame of the animosity and the homophobia
on the victims.
Back onto the people who are the victims of it, the LGBT community. But I would be lying if I said I didn't see a pattern with a lot of these fake right-wing conservative grifters. I just can't imagine at my big age going into a public store and throwing a temper tantrum because that store carries clothes for people who aren't me. And the idea that all this is being done under the guise of some Christian crusader movement, all the while you're loving when a guy's what gets in your beard. I would also like to point out that Ethan's statement on this behavior is that he was only using the apps to catch predators. Okay, Chris Hansen, whatever you say.
Oh shit, I hope that he didn't stumble on the booty warrior. Is he still in jail actually? The guy who goes like, yeah, I want to call him Chris Hansen. So, you want to do it the easy way or the hard way? The choice is yours. Yeah, the thing that I always... something that I find to be extremely funny, right, is that the whole memes that used to be used like back in 2017, which is pretty fucking fitting because that was kind of that era, right? 2016, 2017 and so on, that gave birth to those things. But the old anti-SJW who were making fun of the crazy blue-haired people and stuff like that are literally acting in the same way, throwing tantrums, like walking around, shooting guns at I don't know what. It's so fucking childish. Like, grow up. Choose wisely. Find yourself a wife who dreams of this, not this. You sold pictures of your butthole all over the internet. How about saying that it's fine if you want either of the two? That is totally okay. Like, people should understand that this is good still if you want to have a trad life. Or a guy who wants to have himself a trad wife, that is totally fine. Just don't impose it on people. And it's okay for a woman to chase money and to chase a career. Like, damn. But of course, what is not okay is being a goddamn hypocrite. Also, the use of the word butthole is so much better than just ass. Just wanted to point that out.
Borrowing a bar of someone's soap that's been in their bum.
In their bum?
Like
how are you guys using soap at your house?
In and around your bum and your nethers.
Oh,
you
except
know
around.
zones.
I don't know about in.
But like when you're soaping yourself up,
yeah.
do you, Ryan?
You lather up your hands and then use your hands.
What?
How are you?
Yeah, you do that if you have a bowl.
Is that actually how you use a bar of soap?
Is that how you not?
Oh my God.
What have you been doing?
It's like a completely new world.
You've been putting the soap.
You can scrub yourself with the soap. Like the soap that made for that.
I've used soap at your house.
The bar into the areas that it needs to go. Are you supposed to just like flap it up in your hands
Don't
and
say
then
flap.
and then scrub like this?
Well, it would you wouldn't lose it in any orifices.
Oh my God.
I like how you could literally feel her entire worldview being shattered like the Elden Ring right there. Oh, so Jimmy, how do you use a bar of soap? Well, that's a peculiar question, Lawrence. I usually just do it the way that my nun told me. I showed up my arse. That's why we use body wash. You use a bottle and somebody's going to make a nasty joke about using the bottle instead. We skip. Something in right here. Parent demands NG art teacher should be fired because her curves are a distraction. Gentlemen, as a descendant of people from the land of curves, as somebody who endorses voluptuousness, I have seen plenty. This seems Photoshop to me. But if parents dare threaten this well-structured bosom, it is criminal. Mr. Invisible. You ought to be annoying once in a while, huh? Ooh. Okay, that's Australian. Well, we out here. Damn. Gotta love Melbourne. How do they know that it's Melbourne? The quality of our wankers gives it away. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
While you're driving is very common.
Get the out of here. You're not driving and at the same time.
I promise you, it's more common than you think. Even guys do it more
Lady.
than females.
No, we don't.
But don't ever think that a female has not done
I'm
it
saying
while
a
they're
guy.
driving.
I'm saying a male or a female. I've never heard of anybody while they're driving.
It's much more common than you think. And you should try it because it's actually like adrenaline and
You
it's like,
should
you know, the
try.
risk of what you're taking.
As you're
No.
driving.
As I'm
The car is
driving, yes,
moving.
70 miles per hour, one hand is in my hands. Or I put the pants all the way down.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, and I'm going to be that guy and say that I'm a bit more worried about your back because those weapons of mass distractions are just hanging there. Isn't it like very difficult when she walks? Like, I'm all for ladies free tittying it up, but I know from my own woman that finding a good bra is very difficult. But if you are to the point where you really can't find anything, then you are in a crisis situation. But on that note, we're gonna end this video today. It was a lot of fun going through a lot of these, not so cringy posts, more like facepalm worthy. And yeah, a lot of fun of that. Hope that you all spend a wonderful weekend and see you guys in the next video. Bye.